Goranga golite obe Pulakashari Hari Hari bolite na Yane babini Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Govinda Madhava, Radha Govinda Madhava, Shri Radhe. Jai Krishna Balaram, Jai Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jai Krishna Balaram. Jai Gauranitai, Jai Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jai Gauranitai. Jai Gauranitai, Jai Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jai Gauranitai. Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Nitai Go, Haribo, 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 Nitai Go, Haribo, Nitai Go. Jai Shri Radha Govinda Madhav ki, Shri Krishna Balaram ki jai, Shri Gaura ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai. Swagatam, Suswagatam. Welcome, bienvenue. So, vous parlez français, anglais, chinois? You speak English? Okay. So we're going to discuss a little bit of this, but it's very important song. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Agyanti Mirandasya Gyananjala Sharakaya Shakshu Militam Yena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamayam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Shah Shri Rupa Sagrajatam Sahagana Ragunatam Vitam Tam Samjivam Sadvetam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitam Scha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchane Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshvari Shabanu Sute Devi Panamami Hari Priye Van Shakalpa Tarubhasha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Sha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Yes, so Gauranga Bolite Hobe, Pulak Sharir. We say Sharira Vijajal. Sharir means the body. Yeah? So this is the goal of life. Once we have perfected our chanting, we should be able to, according to Narottam Das Thakur, he has initiated, remember the Sankirtan movement, we should be able to have shivering in the body. Asta Sadvika Bhav. So many Bhav, Sadvika symptoms of ecstasy will manifest in the body. We shouldn't be thinking that we're just chanting an Indian mantra or to something which is à la mode. No, fashionable mantra. This is Goloka Nivasati. Sorry, what is that verse? Shri Krishna, the mantra Hare Krishna comes from the Goloka Pramadana Harinam Sankirtan. It comes from Golok, this mantra. So, when will that, Narottam is singing, when will that time come when my body will manifest symptoms of love, shivering? Hari Hari Borite Hobe, Nayane, sorry, Babe Nira. Tears will come. Sometimes it may happen to you. We may have glimpses. Glimpses means pour avoir des soupçons fugitifs, n'est-ce pas? So glimpses of softening of the heart, tears, trembling. Hara kabe nitai chander karuna obe. This is beautiful. We are all pleading for the mercy of Lord Nityananda. Because remember, you cannot access Mahaprabhu directly. There's no question. You have to access through the mercy of Lord Nityananda. Lord Nityananda is more merciful. The mercy of Lord Nityananda, this is the last leg of mercy. You understand? C'est la dernière étape de la miséricorde. Il n'y a pas plus bas. Personne ne descend plus bas than Lord Nityananda. No one goes deeper in the abyss of the material world. of the material world. No one goes deeper. In the pit, it's in the pit. Material world is compared to the pit. Pit, ça veut dire le fossé. No one goes deeper. And Sridhar Maharaj, I met him, and he was disciple of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. I met him in 88, Guru Bhai of Srila Prabhupada. He used to say, Srila Prabhupada is Nityananda Avesh. Can you imagine? Nityananda Avesh means manifestation of Lord Nityananda, according to his own words. Sridhar Maharaj, a very advanced person. So, only through the mercy of Lord Nityananda, Harakabe Nitai Chander Karuna Oibe Samsara Basana Morakabe Tucha Abe. So Samsara Basan means material enjoyment. We're taking birth because we want to enjoy. This Purusha Abhiman is very deeply rooted in the Nitya Baddha, the conditioned soul. Because of that only, this Kamatmakam means the mind is colored with fruitive desires. Only because of that we take birth again. Samsara Basana means due to our unfulfilled material desires, fruitive, again Krishna is giving us another birth to fulfill those unfulfilled, unexpected desires, unwanted desires. They may be unwanted, but they remain unfulfilled. Understand? So, you know they are unwanted, but at the same time they are unfulfilled. So you're thinking, well, better, perhaps I should fulfill them, then I'll be happy. Only because of that you'll be taking birth. Samsara Basana. This desire for material enjoyment. Yeah. So what is the remedy? Because you may say, well, I've got a material body, so I'm bound to get material desires. So how do you go around that? You have a material body, so you're bound to get material desires because we are engrossed within the material body. So how to go around to make it Krishna conscious? Let's be interactive. Yeah. In other words, there's no harm having material desires.
There is no
harm. Il n'y a pas de mal. Provided you don't fulfill them in the spirit of enjoyment. You follow? Si vous avez des désirs matériels, mais vous ne cherchez pas à les satisfaire dans un esprit de plaisir sensoriel, personnel, intéressé, égoïste. Là, c'est bon. You just satisfy those desires just to keep the body and soul together. You follow? Just to keep going the machine, you know? And you dovetail those desires in Krishna consciousness. It's very simple. You know, okay, I've got desires. I like women. Let me marry. You know, very simple. At least you dovetail your consciousness on one lady. You have Krishna conscious children. You like money? Make money for Krishna. You like to cook? Cook for Krishna. You like to eat? Cook and eat for Krishna. You know? So, you know, you dovetail your material desires. Such a simple formula. Rup Raghunatha Pode Obe Akuti. So, Narottam is yearning. That's the core. When will Akuti means purity? Akuti means love. When will I be able to taste, to study the books of the Goswamis? That should be our motto. What is keeping us in Krishna consciousness? Because we haven't fulfilled the mission. We haven't fulfilled our own mission, and we haven't fulfilled the mission of Prabhupada. So when, never the devotees will say, okay, now I've made it. Even the Goswamis are still searching. You follow? Jamais on voit les Goswamis arriver à leur fin dans la conscience de Krishna. Ça y est, finalement, j'ai eu darshan de Krishna, j'ai eu darshan de Radharani, c'est bon. Ils sont toujours dans un état d'expectation, un état d'attente. Quand le jour viendra. When will that day come? Akuti. Akuti means loliam. Tatramoliam, apimuliam ekalam. Loliam means ardent desire. Not only mild, ardent means flamboyant, un désir ardent. So this Narottama, he has this akuti. And this is revealed by Rupa Goswami in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So we have to try to understand Yugal Piriti. Yugal Piriti means the loving affairs of Radha Krishna. Radha Krishna, Pranaya, Vikritir, Ladini Shakti Rasmat. The loving affairs of Radha Krishna are transformations of Ladini Shakti. They are not lust. You like a woman, you like a man, there is, because you contemplate the sense object, then you become attached. No, this is not the same chemistry with Radha Krishna. You follow? It's pranaya. Pranaya means love, yugala purity. Vikritir, it's transformation of Ladini Shakti. Les amours de Radha et Krishna sont des transformations de Ladini Shakti. Il n'y a pas de concupiscence. C'est pas du tout pareil, c'est une autre dimension. Donc ici, Narottam Das Thakur is telling us, we have to understand this loving affairs, Yugala Piriti, via the medium of the Goswamis of Vrindavan. It's a very esoteric, topmost topic. Vishaya Chariya Kabe Shuddha Habe Naman Kabe Hamare Abo Shri Vrindavan. When the mind is completely purified, then we are freed from the anxieties of these and desires, then we can enter Vrindavan. Otherwise, you may go to Vrindavan, but you are on it's called, there's a term for that. There's a particular type of Maya. It's a particular type of Maya, Prodra Maya. It's like a veneer on top of the dam. You are thinking you are in the dam, actually you are in the Pondra. Pondra Maya it's called. You are on the veneer of the dam. You are thinking I'm in the spiritual world. You are just on the outer surface. Donc là, il nous dit, comment dirais-je, Narottam Das Thakur nous dit que quand est-ce que mon mental totalement purifié pourra pénétrer à Vrindavan? Parce que notre tendance, on va à Vrindavan, on va à Mayapur, mais on est sur le Podra Maya, on est sur la surface, la petite surface de Vrindavan. Chaque dame sont recouverts par une petite surface de Maya. It's a particular type of Maya. It's called Podra Maya. So you are thinking I'm in the dam, but you're not in the dam. You are just on the surface. So this is the point of Narottam Das Thakur here. How do we go through that layer of Maya? Here, it's given. Vishaya Chariya Kabe Shuddha. Shuddha means pure, goodness. Abe Mana, the mind, Mana, should be pure. Then you can enter. Otherwise you remain on the surface of the dam, which is good enough in one sense, but you are an external person. You're not an internal person of the dam, you're an external person. You're standing at the door of the dam. Okay, so let's get into this beautiful day. Today is 47th anniversary of Shishigo Nitai. Which year was that? When they were installed? 47 minus 47, that is? Moins 47, ça fait combien d'années ça? 75, hein? Okay. Ajanu lambito bujo kanakava dato sankirtane kapitaro kamalaya taksho vijvambarat vijabaro yugadharma palo vande jagat priyakaro karunavataro. And so this is the first verse of Chaitanya Bhagavat, and it introduces this Sankirtan movement. Who are those two Gaur-Nitai? Ils sont qui ces deux Gaur-Nitai? C'est qui? Ajanu Lambito Bujo Kanakava Dato. So, Ajanu, dans le mot genou. Genou means Ajanu. It's quite close. Ajanu, genou en français. So, the arms of Gaur-Nitai, they extend down to the knee. Even below the knee, the calves. Les calves, ça veut dire les, comment on dit? Les mollets. This is how long their limbs extend. Ajanu lambito bujo kanakava dato. The eyes, can you imagine the eyes? It's close to the ear. Have you seen your eyes? It stops here. My eyes, it stops here. The eyes of the Lord, practically to the ear, close. Just imagine. Kanakava Datu Sankirna Pitaro. They are the father of Sankirtan. They are introduced to Sankirtan. This is a beautiful verse, first verse of Chaitanya Bhagavat. Their knees, the complexion, what we speak of the complexion. Complexion means le teint en français. Hein? Which color is Lord Gauranga?
Yellow.
Yellow. Well, it's a bit crude, yellow. You say hema. Hemanga kopi. Hema means golden. Molten golden. De l'or en fusion. De l'or en fusion. La couleur, vous avez vu de l'or en fusion? Butter, yeah. So, radiant yellow like molten gold. Who's saying? Chaitanya Vrindavan Das Thakur, sorry. And the eyes long, elongated, but like red lotuses. Red lotuses. Topmost Brahmins, guardians of religious principles. You want to be religious? They are the guardians. You want to be a good Christian, a good Muslim? They are the guardians of religion. So the last word in religion is Gaur-Nitai. The most munificent benefactors of all jivas, not only the Christians, the Muslims, all the jivas, a giraffe, un porc-épic, even is benefited by the Gaur-Nitai. How can you find more merciful incarnation? Namo Mahavadaniya Krishna Prem Pradayate. Krishnaya Krishnaya Shtanya Namyago Vishanam. On a golden tray, Krishna Prem. There's a verse that says, what is the benefit of Lord Kapil? What is the benefit of Lord Nrsingadev? Nrsingadev blessed one devotee. Prahlad. Kapil blessed his mother, Devavati, his father, okay, Kadama Muni. What is the benefit of Amdev? He blessed Bari Maharaj. Here, the most munificent benefactors of all the jivas. Much more merciful. The most compassionate. Can you beat Lord Chaitanya when it comes to compassion? Is more compassionate than Lord Krishna. Radhabhav Duti Suvaditam Numi Krishna Svarupam. He has taken from Srimati Radharani Bhav, Radhabhav, Radhaduti, the complexion. But he remains Krishna Svarup. He remains Krishna, but he has taken two things from Srimati Radharani. They initiated the congregational chanting of the names of Lord Krishna. So who is this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Who is this? Because it's not easy. Go Tattva is very high. Why is it so high, Go Tattva? Go Tattva means whatever pertains to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Why is it so high? So it is the ultimate Tattva. Go Tattva. Why is it so high?
Because it's avatari.
Yes, good point. She's saying is avatari. It's a very good point because be careful, huh? Mahaprabhu is not incarnation. Huh? That's okay in different Kali Yuga. Remember, in different Kali Yuga is Amshakale. Amshakale means Amsh, extension. Is Yuga Avatar. But how Mahaprabhu, which language does he speak? Ah, pardon. Ouais, un petit peu de temps en temps, je parle français. So in other Kali Yugas, it's Amshakale. Mahaprabhu is Amshakale. Means is an extension of Mahaprabhu. It's like a Kale. A Kala means expansion of an expansion. Amsh. He doesn't give Krishna Prem in other Kali Yuga. But our particular Mahaprabhu, Dvisha, what is that verse? Krishna Vanam Visha Krishnam Sangopangastra Prashanam Yage Sankirtan Praya Yajanti Hi Sumedasaha. Those who are Sumedasaha, Sumeda, very intelligent, Krishna Varnam, Krishna Visha Krishnam, they're going to worship this person. Is Krishna Varnam, is not black. It's not black. Krishna is Asitam Buddha, is the color of a cloud ready to burst. But this Mahaprabhu is not Krishna Varnam. He doesn't have this black color, but he always recites Krishna, Krishna, Dvisha Krishna. He always recites Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. So this person, our Mahaprabhu is Avatari. She's right. He's not Amshakale. Be careful. In other Kali Yuga, you can say incarnation. We shouldn't say incarnation. We should say the Supreme. Who is Mahaprabhu? This is the point. Shat Eshvarya. Shat Eshvarya. Ya. Bhagavan Svayam Ayam. This is Mahaprabhu. Is Shat Eshvarya. Is the supreme, full-fledged personality of Godhead. Full-fledged, ça veut dire, il est la manifestation première de Dieu dans toute sa splendeur. Full-fledged. C'est pas juste Om Shakale. Non, non. Full-fledged. See? Mahan Prabhu Vaipurusha. This is Upanishad. This is Shruti. It's coming from the original Veda. Is the Purush, original Purush. So remember, Mahaprabhu is the supreme personality of Godhead. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Radha Krishna Nae Anya, is none other than Radha Krishna. We are extremely fortunate. Who is Lord Nityananda? Who is Lord Nityananda? Yes. So let's discuss about Nityananda Tattva. It's mentioned, Chaitanya Charitamrita explains everything. We have to read the books. Shankar Shankarana Toyashayi. Garbod Dashayi Cha Payobdi Shayi. Sheshas Cha Yasamshakala Sanitya Nandakya Rama Sharanam Mamastu. This is Adilila 1:7. May, this is Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami praying. May Shri Nityananda Ram be the object of my constant remembrance. So who is Lord Nityananda? Can you imagine? Shankarshan, Sheshanag, all the Vishnus also. We know Mahavishnu is lying on the ocean, remember? On the Karana ocean, Mahavishnu, l'océan des causes. Then another Vishnu, Garbhodakashaya ocean. And then in Shvetadvip, the North Pole, you find Shirodakashaya Vishnu. Remember, this planet doesn't die, huh? This Vaikuntha-lok. Shvetadvip, Dhruv-lok, North Pole. This is where Paramatma lives. So this is Lord Nityananda, you're right. What is the verse? Narottam is saying, Brajendra Nandanaye, Sachisuta Holose, Balaram Bolonitai. Lord Krishna, the son of Nanda, as taking birth as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Balaram has taken birth as Nityananda. So non-different. And this is spoken by Narottam Das Thakur, and it was evidence, it was spoken out by Jagai Madai. Jagai Madai themselves, even though they was the most fallen sinners, they admitted at the end, this is Gaunitai, this is Krishna and Balaram. Huh? So what is the mood of Lord Nityananda? Even the mood of Lord Balaram, what is it like? Balaram, what is his position in Krishna Lila? Lord Nityananda, what is his position in Gaur Lila? To serve. So he is called the Supreme Personality of Servitor Godhead. See? We say Mahaprabhu Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord Balaram, Lord Nityananda, the Supreme Personality of Servitor Godhead. Very interesting. They are God. None. It's called Vivav Prakash. Can you imagine? Balaram is Vivav Prakash. First manifestation. None different. But already in the mood of service. And Nityananda same. There's a verse here, Adilila 6:48. Listen to the mentality of Lord Nityananda. Nityananda avadut sabate agal, Chaitanyera dasya preme helapagal. What's the meaning? Shri Nityananda is a wandering mendicant. He wanders the land. Is avadut. What's the meaning of avadut? Avadut, c'est quoi? Ça veut dire quoi, avadut? To say the least. To say the least. C'est le moins qu'on puisse dire. To say the least, ça veut dire c'est le moins qu'on puisse dire. C'est pas spécial. Avadut is totally unconventional. Wandering mendicant, the foremost of all associates of Lord Chaitanya, the foremost, he becomes mad. Premonmada. Premonmada means he's mad of love of Godhead. He's mad. Premonmada actually is very interesting. Premonmada, there's the word mad. Premonmada. Mad is there. You're mad of love. This is Nityananda Prabhu. He becomes mad in ecstasies of service. And Lord Nityananda, remember, you cannot predict. Lord Nityananda is swimming in the Ganga. In those days you have crocodiles. He's swimming in the Ganga. Will you swim in the Ganga if there is crocodiles? He's climbing on the crocodile. Il monte sur le crocodile, lui. See? This is Nityananda Prabhu. He goes inside the cafe, he goes inside the bar. In Navadvip there were some just escaliers everywhere. Even in those days, they had bar, they're drinking. He goes inside. Do you go inside the bar when you preach? When you distribute books? He's going inside. Is he going inside to drink? He's totally intoxicated already. He doesn't need to drink. He's going inside to give love of Godhead. No ordinary devotees will go inside. Sangatyagat, we have to reject in the undesirable association. We know that we are sadakas. We're not going to go inside the bar. Lord Nityananda freely goes inside.
Some devotee
Something. He will ask, Lord Nityananda will ask He will ask, actually Lord Chaitanya is asking. Lord Chaitanya was asking so many girls in marriage. And he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You cannot relate to them. They are mad in the ecstasy of love. Now, another verse, we have to be very careful here. It's not our style as white persons, we don't have this problem. But in India, some people have this problem. They love Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu, and they don't like Nityananda. What is the state of affair of these people? Or vice versa. What is the state of affair? Let's listen. Adilila 5:177. You have faith in Gora without Nitai. Or you have faith in Nitai without Gora. Kimva donhana maninya ahota pashanda ekamani harina mani hemata banda. This is Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami. It would be better to be an atheistic full-fledged, better to be an ashtic person, that rather than slighting both brothers. If you slight one to the detriment of the other, better you be a full-fledged atheistic person. You're better off. You're better off. Vaut mieux être athée invétéré que préférer Go à la place de Nityananda. Ou l'inverse, préférer Nityananda à la place de Go. Vaut mieux être un athée total. Tellement que c'est dangereux. Never find fault with either one of them, to be on the safe side. So now let's discuss about the external reasons of Gaunitai advance. Why externally? Then we'll discuss internally. Let's start with what are the external reasons of Gaunitai advent. Pourquoi ils sont venus? Voilà. We discussed before. Krishna Varan Visha Krishnam, Sango Pangastra Parashadam, Yagir Sankitan Prayer, Yajanti Hi Sumeda Saha. Those who have Sumeda means superlative, Su, extremely intelligent. They will worship. It doesn't say Krishna here. It says, this is Bhagavatam by the way, 11.2, 11.2, 11.532. Spoken by Karabajan, one of the Nava Yogendra, to King Nimi. It doesn't say you worship Krishna in Kali Yuga. It doesn't say. You worship Panchatattva. Why we cannot worship Krishna in Kali Yuga?
Because it's too high for us.
Exactly. This is Braj Bhakti. Radha Krishna, you can access when you are on the Braj Bhakti level. Who is on Braj Bhakti? Yeah?
One was to mind pure.
Just like we discussed. Gauranga, Bolite, Obey, we have discussed. Akuti, do you have Yugala Piriti? Do you have Yugala Piriti? Can you enter Vrindavan? Yes, we enter, but we remain on the Podramaya layer. Just on the surface. So what is the trick? 11.532. Krishna Varnam, there's one person, he's Krishna but he's not black. He's not Asitam Buddha. What does he do all day? Dvisha Krishnam. Krishna, 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 Krishna. This is Mahaprabhu. But how does he come alone? Sango Pangastra Parashadam. Ashtra means? This is Astra. Astra. Astra, ça veut dire des armes. But does he have rifles? Sango Pangastra Parashadam. What are his weapons? Companion. Vishnu Parikar. Vishnu Parashad. Associates. Servitors. Upanga means servitors. It's mentioned in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, any one of the devotee of the companion of Mahaprabhu can liberate the Brahmanda in one flick of an eye. You follow? N'importe quel serviteur de Mahaprabhu peut libérer l'univers en un clin d'œil. Vous comprenez le niveau de ces serviteurs? En un clin d'œil, pas juste la planète Terre. L'univers en un clin d'œil. Ça, c'est les compagnons de Mahaprabhu qui descendent avec lui. Sango Pangastra Parashanam. Yagir Sankirtan Prayer. Yajanti. So this is the way to go in Kali Yuga. Not Radha Krishna, yes, but through them. And then, even before them, Goswamis. And then before Goswamis, Vishwanath, Chakravarti, Narottam Das Thakur, Jagannath Das Bhajiman, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, Srila Prabhupada. This is the way. So now, the internal reasons. What are the internal reasons? Mahaprabhu came, as we discussed, to give Sankirtan. We are chanting, tour everywhere, all the time. Harinam Sankirtan, Nagar Harinam in the streets. But internally, why Mahaprabhu came?
Taste the humor of Radharani.
Very good. Anarpitam Charin Shirat Kalunaya Vartino Kalo Samarpayitum Unatoshvararasam Svabhakti Shriyam Hari Purata Sundara Duti Kadambas Kandipita Sada Ridaya Kandare Sfuratu Vasachinandana. This verse is spoken by Rup Goswami in his Vidagda Madhav. It's a drama. Beautiful verse. So he's telling us, Srila Rupa Goswami, he has created that verse. That this May is pleading to the Lord. Remember Rupa Goswami, he had darshan of Mahaprabhu. May that supreme personality, Sachinandana, may he appear innermost chamber of my heart. Like deep, in the deep recesses of the heart. Au tréfond du cœur. May he appear. That should be a plea. Who is he? Resplendent with the radiance of molten gold. Il est fulgurant, il est resplendissant, voilà, avec l'éclat de leur infusion. May he appear in the innermost core of our hearts. He has descended in the Kali Yuga to bestow what no other incarnation has ever given before. There's no need to search. No need to search. No one has given this ever. Especially this particular, we are into the 28th Divya Yuga, of which Manu? 28th Divya Yuga, yes, cycle of 4 ages, of which Manu? Which Manvantar? Wow, wonderful. Veshva, she's learned. C'est super, c'est super. We are into the 28th Divya Yuga of the 7th Manvantar. How many Manvantar in how do you call it? A kalpa. How many Manvantars in a kalpa? This is Bhakta program. We do, Prabhu. 14. 14 Manvantar in a kalpa. We are in the 7th one. And the 28th. And it's mentioned here. He has come what no other incarnation has ever given before. Mahaprabhu comes, if he condescends to come, only once in a kalpa. I'm talking about the Mahaprabhu with Avatari. You may find other Mahaprabhus, but they are Amshakale. Be careful. This Avatari, once in a kalpa. See how fortunate we are? Then what did he do? What did he do? He's giving the most elevated mellow, Ujvala ras. Ujvala means madhu, Shringar, love, conjugal love. But of his own service, it's very interesting, he's giving the most elevated mellow of devotional service, that is service to his own person. Because he himself is Krishna. He himself is Radha. So he comes to relish his own mellow. It's like Krishna book. You have seen Krishna is waking up at 3:30 in the morning in Dwarka, and he goes in Samadhi. Whom do you think he's meditating upon? He has the right. He's the greatest Mayavadi. He's meditating on himself. Krishna, when he meditates, whom does he meditate upon? Il médite sur qui, Krishna? Sur lui-même. C'est le seul qui peut faire ça. Oui, bien sûr, là, c'est even higher. But in the same way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he offers the most elevated mellow, what is it? Ujjvala rasa, conjugal mellow, to his own person. Do you see the trick? He himself is Krishna Svarup, but Radhabhav Duti Suvaditam Nomi Krishna Svarupam. He has taken the mood of Srimati Radharani. So he remains Krishna, but in the mood of Srimati Radharani. Because we have to understand Krishna is Vishaya. What's the meaning of Vishaya? Object of love. Is the object of love. Who's going to deny that? Qui va dire le contraire? Que Krishna n'est pas l'objet d'amour ultime. And we are devotees, Srimati Radharani, all the devotees, male and female, we are Ashraya. Ashraya means the repository. We are the repository of love. We have love, at least we have a little bit of love, we're giving. We're giving to whom? Vishaya, Krishna. This is the norm. But how can you relish the love of the Ashraya if you are the Vishaya? You follow? Comment on peut savourer l'amour de celui qui donne si on reçoit? Vous comprenez la nuance? Si vous êtes celui qui recevez l'amour, comment vous pouvez savourer l'amour de celui qui donne?
En recevant. Je sais pas, c'est logique.
Donc, que fait Krishna?
Il ouvre notre cœur.
Krishna est Vishaya, il est l'objet d'amour.
Il se met dans le rôle du donneur.
Il se met dans le rôle du donneur. Il a tout compris. Il se met dans le rôle du donneur. Voilà, Prabhu. Là, tu l'as bien encapsulé. Tu as vraiment capsulé. Il se met dans le rôle du donneur. Exactly what it is. Radhabhav Duti Suvaritam Nomi Krishna Svarupam. He comes as Radhabhav. The mood of Radha. So, this is the next verse. Radha Krishna, this is a verse spoken by Swarup Damodar Gosai. He was the secretary of Mahaprabhu. Does he know Mahaprabhu? He's the secretary of Mahaprabhu. So you can well imagine. Who is he, by the way? Chaitanya, Swarup Damodar Gosai? He's got 4 personalities in him. Can you imagine? Lalita, Vishakha, Arjun, Arjunovacha, Arjun, and also Gop, Arjun.
Oh, but this is Ramananda Roy.
Yeah, it's very confusing. It's very confusing. 4. Yeah, you're right. I always get mixed up, but I've been hearing 4, I've been hearing 3, so. Who is, okay, let's go to your way.
Either one of them, Lalita
Yeah.
or Vishaka.
Either one of them, okay, Lalita and Vishakha. Arjun and Goparjun. Goparjun is a little Gopa. So what does he say, this Swarup Damodar Gosai? Radha Krishna, Pranaya Vikriti Ladini Shakti Rasmat. Affairs of Radha Krishna, Pranaya, love, are Vikriti, transformation of Ladini Shakti. Tu comprends? Les amours entre Radha et Krishna ne sont pas mus par la concupiscence, Tu vois une jolie fille, qu'est-ce qu'elle est belle, des beaux cheveux, des belles formes. Yayato Vishayam Pumsam, on contemple les objets des sens, on s'attache. C'est une belle femme, c'est un bel homme.
C'est pas que l'attachement, la concupiscence, c'est le désir de le prendre pour soi, pour se l'approprier. Et justement, je pense.
C'est ça. Et donc, mais voilà, les amours de Radha-Krishna, c'est pas du tout ça. Vikritir Ladini Shakti Lasmat. Des transformations de Ladini Shakti. Ladini Shakti, c'est quoi? What is Ladini Shakti? This is the pleasure-giving potency, who is embodied by? She's Mula Prakriti. Shrimati Radharani is Mula Prakriti. She's the root Shakti of everything. C'est l'énergie racine, Shrimati Radharani. C'est l'énergie, il n'y a pas plus profond. C'est l'énergie racine de tout. Donc, qu'est-ce qu'il dit, Sarodamuna? Ekatmanavapi bhuvi pura deyam gadat. Ekatmanavapi bhuvi pura deyaberam gadoto. This is very esoteric. Huh? They are one and the same, Radha Krishna. Don't think Radha is below. No. Ekmanavapi bhuvi pura. On this planet they came, bhuvi, right? One identity. Don't think there are two identities. Huh? It's an offense. Oh, Shrimati Radharani one side, Krishna one side. It's an offense. One identity. One identity. So why are there two?
Connect.
Yes?
For sharing,
For love. For love.
The love, as you say, the love. Can I say something?
Of course.
Yes.
You're already saying something.
No, but because you say it's not, you say Radhini Shakti is pleasure potency,
Yeah.
and it's because she's giving, because it's not that she wants to take, she just wants to give.
Yeah.
And this is the difference between the concupiscence,
Lust, come,
and
love. You get it.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right. So,
One difference.
yeah, exactly. This is a major difference. You're right. So then he goes, Chaitanya kam prakatamaduna tadvayam chekamaptam. They are one in identity, they are two for the sake of enjoyment. Then he goes, Chaitanya kam prakatamaduna tadvayam chekamaptam. It means, again they are reunited in the form of, see? This is the philosophy. Radhabhav duti suvaritam nome Krishna Swarupa. Again, Krishna Swarup, but he has taken Radhabhav, Radhaduti. Then, third verse, that explained now, it's getting deeper now. What are the reasons? Internal reasons. We discussed the external reasons. What are the internal reasons? The verse is there. Adilila 1:6. Spoken by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, this verse. Shri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima Kridisho Vanayeva Svado Yenadbut Madurima Kridisho Vamadiyaha Sokam Chasyam Madanubhavata Kidrisham Vetilobat Tad Bhavadya Samajani Sachigarba Sindhu Harindu. Within that verse, this verse is very lofty. Huh? There are the three reasons why Krishna comes as Mahaprabhu. There's three things that even Lord Krishna cannot understand. Can you imagine? Il y a trois choses que même Dieu ne peut pas comprendre. Dans sa position de Dieu, de Vishaya, il ne peut pas comprendre. Imaginez le tableau. Why he cannot understand? Because he's receiving the love. How can he exhibit, how can he feel, how can he relish the love of someone who's giving the love? He's receiving the love. It's a different tattva. It's Vishaya. But we are Ashraya, we are giving. So he wants to relish that love of the Ashraya. You follow? So it's explained in that verse. This verse is major. Adilila 1:6. This is the verse. So let's go one by one. Shri Radhaya, Pranaya Mahima, Kidrisha. Kidrisha means what kind of love? Pranaya Mahima. Pranaya means love. Mahima means the glories. What kind of love does she have for me? Sometimes you are being loved by someone, by your mother or your wife or by the husband. Even you cannot understand what kind of love she has for me. It happens in the realm of the natural world. Why she's loving me so much? You cannot understand. So in the same way, Krishna Kaviraj Goswami explained here, he wants to understand what kind of love she has for me. Quel genre d'amour elle a pour moi, Srimati Radharani. C'est la première raison. You follow? Vous suivez? Svadyo inadbut, madhurima kidrisho vamadiyaha. It's very beautiful because it's, one after the other. Svadyo inadbut. Adbut means marvelous, wonderful, abut mondir. And this is totally marvelous. Madhurima. Adbut madhurima means the sweetness, madhur. What kind of sweetness she experiences when she loves me? Quel genre de douceur elle a dans le cœur lorsqu'elle m'aime? C'est une autre question que se pose Krishna. Quelle est la douceur de son amour lorsqu'elle m'aime? En fait, elle l'aime tout le temps. Donc, est-ce que je peux goûter moi aussi la douceur de son amour?
You say the one is what kind of love and the second is which?
La douceur. Madhurima, adbut. This is adbut. Adbut means mind-boggling. It's wonderful. Adbut madhurima. This sweetness, wonderful sweetness. How can I relish this sweetness of hers? Second reason. Kidrisho. Kidrisho means what kind of sweetness, loving sweetness must be in her heart. So, third reason. Sokyam. Sok means suk. Sokyam, yes. Chasya mananubhavata. Beautiful. Bhav. Abhavahadya means it's richly, her bhav, her love is richly, it's mahabhav actually. It's richly endowed with the highest form of love. The love of Srimati Radharani cannot be experienced by a jiva. It's called mahabhav. Within Prem there is 12 divisions. Within Prem, 12 divisions. Within love of God there is 12 divisions. Highest is mahabhav. It is not accessible to a jiva. It's mentioned by the Acharya, if you who have mahabhav, your body will explode. You cannot bear. So, who can get this kind of mahabhav? Only Srimati Radharani, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ishvara Puri also? Madhavendra Puri also?
There is not Ishvara Puri. There is
Madhavendra Puri, yeah.
Srimati Radharani and Lord Chaitanya.
Yeah, exactly. It's Madhavendra Puri, he's right. Sokyam chasya madanubhavata kidrisham vetilobat. So, this is the third reason. He wants to understand. He wants to realize that sweetness. He wants to understand that sweetness. First one is the glory, the pleasure that she gets in loving him, and he wants to understand the sweetness also. These are the three reasons. So that is why Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is saying here, this person, Mahaprabhu, has appeared from the womb of Sachidevi like the moon for that matter, for that cause, to experience those three reasons. So these are the internal reasons of Mahaprabhu.
Sorry.
Yes?
Can you explain more the glory? Why Krishna wants to know the glory of this love?
The glory means the greatness, I would say. Like it's mentioned, first line, Pranaya Mahima. What kind of the extent, in the sense of extent of her love. The extent, la grandeur de son amour. The greatness of her love. The vastness. La vastitude de son amour. L'amour de Srimati Radhini est tellement grande qu'il n'a pas compréhension de l'étendue de son amour.
Ok, so l'étendue, et après le deuxième, c'est quoi dans la douceur?
La douce, alors le deuxième, c'est Adbhut Madhurima, the wonderful sweetness.
Non, mais celui qui est avant la sweetness.
C'est le plaisir, l'étendue du plaisir qu'elle a à l'aimer. Le plaisir qu'elle savoure à l'aimer. So now one lila, we'll finish with one lila of Mahaprabhu. We have time, Prabhu?
Yeah, as long as you don't go the front.
So let's discuss about, because we discussed about Tatwa now, this was Tatwa, not Golila. First of all, it's mentioned that we cannot keep track of Golila, just like Krishna Lila. Even Krishna's Gaviraj Goswami is saying, even Vrindavan Das Thakur, Lochan Das Thakur, you cannot keep track, you cannot number the Leelas of the Lord. It's even Ananta Shesh with his thousands of capuchons, hoods, he cannot keep track. With thousands of tongues, he cannot keep track of the Leelas. So remember, I will discuss about the 7 palm trees. Lochan Prabhu, you know that one?
7 palm trees.
Mahaprabhu has liberated.
That's the Pandavas.
It's Dandakaranya forest.
Oh,
He has hugged 7 palm trees.
they are the witness of Lord Ramchandra's past.
Yeah, exactly. So Mahaprabhu, how many years did he go in South India? Combien d'années dans le sud de l'Inde? 6. Wonderful. And Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur, he has posted the footprints of Mahaprabhu on the same journey, the same itinerary. You know, he posted so many. So still today, if you want to follow the journey of Mahaprabhu, you can follow those footprints. They're still here, still there. So at one point, he came to the forest of Dandakaranya. What is Dandakaranya? Someone knows? It's in Ramayana.
That's the forest Lord Ramachandra performed his pastime. Mother Sita
Yeah.
there in the forest.
Exactly. And there, okay, let me read out a little bit. It's coming from Madhya Lila 9:3-11. Danush Tirt Deki Karila Nirvindyate Snane Rishyamuk Giri Ala Dandakaranye. The Lord next arrived at Danush Tirt, where he took his bath in the river Nirvindya. He then arrived at Rishyamuk mountain and then went to the forest called Dandakaranya. According to some opinions, Rishyamuk is a chain of mountains beginning at the village of Hampigram. Is it your side?
Hampi, South India, Karnataka.
Is it your side?
Yeah.
Wow. In the district of Bellary.
It's a very famous temple there.
You've been? I would like to go. The mountain chain begins along the bank of the river Tungabhadra, which gradually reaches the state of Hyderabad. According to other opinions, this hill is situated in Madhya Pradesh. There's 2 opinions. Do you agree with that? And bears the present name of Rampa. Some say it's in Andhra, others say it is in MP. Dandakaranya is a spacious tract of land which begins north of Khandesh and extends south to Admanagar, west to Nasik, and east to Aurangabad. The Godavari River flows through this tract of land, and there is a great forest there where Lord Ramachandra lived. The name Saptatala, Sapta means 7, is mentioned in the Kishkindya section of the Ramayana. And the Ramayana you have read, Kishkindya. And it's mentioned in the 11th and 12th chapters. Upon seeing the 7 palm trees, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced them. Il a étreint 7 palmiers. As a result, all returned to Vaikuntha-lok, the spiritual world. Il a étreint 7 palmiers, imaginez, les palmiers sont libérés sur le champ et retournent au monde spirituel. C'est Mahaprabhu. After the 7 palm trees had departed for Vaikuntha, everyone was astonished, to say the least, to see them gone. The people then began to say, this sannyasi, called Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, must be an incarnation of Lord Ramachandra. Who can do that? Maïs, t'as compris? Ah non, il ne comprend pas l'anglais, c'est vrai. Donc il a libéré 7 palmiers, il les a étreints comme ça, devant tout le monde. C'est pas juste mystique. Hein? Only Lord Ramachandra has the power to send 7 palm trees into the spiritual world, Vaikuntha-lok. The residents of Dandakaranya, who witnessed the miraculous lila of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's liberation of the 7 palm trees, exclaimed that this personality must be Ram, Lord Ram. Ah, c'était libéré sur. Ils les ont vus disparaître. Ils se sont évaporés. C'est Mahaprabhu, hein, attention. Hein, c'est Mahaprabhu. Hein. Dans toute sa. Alors oui, parce que les gens de cette région, c'est des adorateurs de Ram depuis des milliers d'années. Donc pour eux, Dieu, c'est Ram. Ils ont raison. Ça, c'est une question d'Ishtadev après. Où est ton cœur? Est-ce que c'est Mahaprabhu? Est-ce que c'est Narayan? Est-ce que c'est Krishna? Ça, c'est après, c'est personnel. Pour eux, Mahaprabhu, c'est Ram. Ils ont raison. Mahaprabhu, il est avatari. Il est tout en même temps. Donc. Sri Ram appeared in Treta Yuga more than 2 million years ago, and while on exile, he lived there, in Takaranya forest, for several years, along with Sita Devi and Lakshman. Although Lord Chaitanya traveled here relatively recently, still the local residents recognized him as Lord Ram. Because remember, Mahaprabhu is Sadbhuj. Sadbhuj means, Sat means 6. Bhuj. So what are the 6 arms of Mahaprabhu? T'as compris? Donc il est tout. Il est tout. Lord Ram's 14 years exile was not at all spent at Dandakaranya. However, approximately 11 years of that time was spent in the area of Chitrakoot. So out of 14 years, he spent about 11 years in Chitrakoot. Today, pilgrims travel from around the world to the Panchavati shrine at Dandakaranya forest in Nasik. Nasik is central India. Nasik, no, c'est Nagpur, hein, Prabhu? The city that exactly in the center of India is Nagpur. Huh?
I'm not sure. But
Yeah.
it is definitely in that area.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it is exact.
Yeah. This is where, Nasik is a very important place. This is where Ravan kidnapped Sita. He didn't kidnap real Sita, he kidnapped Maya Sita. Huh? Panchavati refers to the 5 banyan trees that are associated with a pastime of Suryadev. Panchavati is a river there. Surya, so let's listen to the story of Surya. What happened to Surya? Surya was overcome by lust for Usha, his wife. And to escape him, she took the form of a horse. Surya did likewise. However, and continued to pursue her. 5 young boys, 5 young Brahman boys, Rishi Kumar, happened to see this and were very amused. Surya became offended at their laughter and cursed the boys to become trees. They were also blessed that they would get darshan of the Lord when he came there. So they were liberated later. Anyway, this is one lila. He liberated the 7 palm trees. Let's have some interaction. Can you think of any other lila? Go lila. One of you should say one lila each. Let's start with you. You have to tell one lila of Go lila, or Mahaprabhu, or Nityananda Prabhu.
I was just thinking when Nityananda he broke his danda.
Yeah, so it's a very good lila. Where is that? Where did it take place?
He wanted to bring him to Vrindavan, but he tricked him, no?
To Puri, no?
Yeah, on the way
To Puri, to Puri. So, okay, where did that take place?
near the river, no?
Yeah, this is the place. Yeah, so very interesting, Lila. Please explain the tatwa behind. Because it's this is very interesting. Because
He said you should not be served by nobody, no?
yeah, you are the supreme personality of Godhead. Is sannyas a transcendental position? Is Vanashram part of the 64 angas of bhakti? Yes or no? Vanashram. Atapumbi vija shreshta vanashram vibhagashaha svanushthitasya dharmasya samsiddhi haritoshanam. We could say Vanashram is holy, it's divine. Did Rupa Goswami mention Vanashram in the 64 angas? Yes or no?
No.
No. So, Gopi Bhartu Padakamalayyo Dasanuda Sanuda Sanuda Sanuda. So we are not sannyas. Even sannyas is still an upadi. I remember when Bhakti Tirth Maharaj left the world, I don't know if you were there, in Gitanagari, Pennsylvania. You know, they were calling him Guru Maharaj and Bhakti Tirth Maharaj. He said, no, at the end he was practically, this is not my identity. Stop me calling like this. Stop calling me like this. This is not my identity. So even sannyas is another imposition on the soul. You follow? So that is why Nityananda, he cannot bear. He's the supreme personality of Godhead. But of course, what happened after? Well, how did Mahaprabhu react?
He was not happy.
So it's two-way traffic. It's a twofold. It's a twofold dynamics here. Externally, he was not happy because he has to show. You know, he's acting as a sannyasi, so he has to show I'm not happy. But internally, he was very happy. Okay, that's very wonderful.
Takes the danda anymore.
No.
So he accepts.
Anyway, for him, he can grab another danta. It doesn't matter for him. Okay, your turn, Prabhu.
Shiva Sangan, devotees wanted to eat mangoes.
Oh yeah.
He planted some kind of thing, and then the mango tree grew, and devotees had unlimited mangoes. It was like nectar. I think it was like immediately giving.
Yeah, it's true. Nityananda Angam, no? Yeah.
Shiva Sangan.
Shiva Sangam, sorry. Yeah, it's wonderful. Vous avez compris hein, ok, Mamaï, je ne sais pas s'il va y arriver. Nangamanjali, Mataji? Un petit lila.
Il a quand le Seigneur Chaitanya était petit, il était assis sur un tas
D'ordures.
d'ordures, tous les pots, les assiettes cassées. Donc, qu'est-ce qu'il faisait? Je ne sais pas si. Il mangeait les restes.
Il mangeait la terre, ouais, carrément.
Sa mère lui dit, qu'est-ce que tu fais? Je te fais tellement de bons sweets, de bons sandwichs. Et là, le Seigneur Nimaï nous dit, Mais tout est un. Les sondages, ils sont faits de terre, d'eau, de feu, d'air, de terre. Les pots, ils sont faits aussi d'eau, de feu, d'air, de terre. Il voulait dire qu'il n'y avait pas de différence entre les deux. Oui, il voulait expliquer que les monistes, ils disent comme ça, ils ne font pas de différence entre ce qui est divin, sacré, pas sacré, etc. Donc, comment elle a fait, je ne sais pas ce qu'elle lui a dit.
Alors voilà, faut aller jusqu'au bout, hein. Faut aller jusqu'au bout.
Parce qu'il n'allait pas à l'école.
Oui, là, mais il y a le tattva. You have to give the tattva behind. Shachimata gave the tattva. C'est quoi après, comment elle a répondu la mère? Pardon?
Non, moi, j'ai pas le tattva.
Non, mais c'est très bien commencé, hein. C'est très très bien commencé. Vous avez compris? Oui. Everyone understood? Tout le monde parle français là. Prabhu. So, did you follow?
No.
Okay, yeah, she was in French.
C'est ça, il y a une fonction à chaque chose.
Oui, c'est ça. So she related the story when Nima is eating the dirt
Yes.
from that mound. So she related very nicely. Well, it's all in one, my dear mother. Our philosophy is Parinamvad, the philosophy of transformation. This is our philosophy, Parinamvad. Actually, technically, it's called Parinamvad. Lord doesn't transform, but Ashincha Shakti transforms. The inconsumable energies of the Lord transform for the sake of creation, Visarga, everything. But he himself, Golokani Vasati Akilat Mabuta, he remains in Golok. He doesn't transform when the energies transform. So, Mahaprabhu, Nimai in those days, no, everything is one, it's a transformation, like you said. Everything is transformation. So what did the mother say? Because Nimai is right. Nimai is right. Il n'a pas tort, Nimai, en disant que vous mangez des pommes de terre, vous faites du gratin de Goranga potatoes. What is it? It's a transformation. Transformation of aloo, cheese. There's certainly love in there, so devotee has cooked. There's mine. There's perhaps ego, it's my Goranga potato. So there is transformation, definitely. And so how did she reconcile? This is very interesting. How did she reconcile? Because Nimai was saying, yes, it's transformation, my dear mother. It doesn't matter whether you take the end product, or you take the ingredient, the bare product. Just like when you buy something in the market, this is the end result, the end product. You buy a car, what is a car? It's a transformation. There's a bit of rubber, metal, plastic. It's a very sophisticated transformation. You're going to pay 30,000 euros for a car. But it's a transformation of matter, isn't it? So what did she say? Mother, to make him understand. It's a very important point because she told him, Anukul Pratikul. Huh? She drew a distinction between Anukul Pratikul. What is favorable for your health, my dear boy? If you have a good health, you can serve Krishna nicely. If you eat dirt, it's unhealthy for your health. You cannot serve Krishna nicely. It's a very simple philosophy. You know? So, vous comprenez? La transformation de la matière, c'est vrai, il a raison, Nimai, de dire que c'est pas différent, techniquement, philosophiquement, elle a raison. Il a raison. Mais attention, elle lui a dit, et c'est la mère, c'est Mahalakshmi, hein, Sachidevi. She's Mahalakshmi. Hein. She's the mother of the universe. Qu'est-ce qu'elle a dit? Attention, mon cher garçon, si tu manges, tu dois faire les choses de manière favorable. Si tu manges des choses qui sont défavorables à ta santé, ça va nuire à ta santé, tu ne pourras plus servir Krishna. Alors que si tu manges bien, sainement, les choses favorables à ton corps, tu pourras continuer à servir Krishna. So Mahaprabhu Nimai is quite expert because sometimes he doesn't reveal the philosophy himself. Adibol! it goes through others. Hare Krishna. Go Nitai ki. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Prabhupada ki, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.